Hey there, my name is Chris, and for the Money Hackathon, I put together an app called openquote. Now, some of you might be familiar with platforms like Upwork or Fiverr that let you hire freelancers or make transactions with service providers in exchange for some amount of work. Now, the problem with platforms like this is they often require large engineering teams to upkeep. There are fees on every single transaction, and I wanted to see if I could create a platform that enables anyone to collect payments without requiring costly subscriptions. You essentially now have the ability to create your first offer for other customers or buyers to find and be able to solicit a service. So let me show you how OpenQuote works. The first step is to create an offer, and the offer can be anything or any sort of service that you might sell, and you want to create some sort of purchase page or one-click checkout for buyers to be able to have a secure way to pay you for that service. And if you click Fill Demo Data, there's an example that I have pre-set up. This could be any sort of use case that you could think of, whether it's some freelance work or any sort of maintenance work where you might want to be selling that service to somebody. You can specify some amount of money that is required from the buyer in order to transact with you. For this example, I'm going to use a very small amount, but you could specify any amount that you want, and you deploy the offer contract. Now, this is on mainnet, but it may take a few minutes. So essentially what happens behind the scenes is a smart contract gets deployed specifically for this use case that I'm creating. And then once the URL is created, I can share that with different clients out in the field and have a mechanism to do escrow and collect payments from them and also reimbursements without actually having to deal with money or credit cards or anything like that, fully within stablecoin. When it's done, you end up with a unique offer link. If you click that link, you get taken to the page, and as the owner, you have a particular view, and it essentially says, hey, I just created this checkout page. I'm waiting for clients to essentially solicit an offer from me. If I switch my wallet, I am now a different user coming to this page. So I can send a quick message, hey, John, interested in this offer, please contact me back, j@j.com, or any sort of mechanism that you want to have the person return your message. The next step is to actually authorize the transactions. This doesn't go to the owner's wallet directly. It goes into escrow first, which you as the seller can unlock when the client acknowledges the service being complete. I'm going to go ahead and just process that transaction. Once the transaction confirms, you can refresh the page and see that your message has been submitted. And coming back to the owner view, you can see that incoming request and be able to mark it as completed or refund the client. So there's no need to go through some other third-party website. The transaction is completely mediated through money. If you mark it as completed, it does take a few moments, but you can withdraw from the smart contract. And all this interaction, the beauty of all this interaction is that it's monitored on the smart contract itself. So you have a complete auditable history of when the different parties interacted with the phases of the transaction natively on the contract. Coming back to the main page, if you go to my offers, you can see for all the URLs you've created, all the recent offers that you've received from different clients that you've done with both pending and completed fully. In terms of the app and the source code, it's all open source. It's available on my GitHub. Please check it out, try it out. But that's pretty much the OpenQuote project, and thanks for your time.